Do you need me to? Is this okay?
Hello everybody, Mike Maloney with the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. We are at our last interview today and we saved the best for last. Our friend across the way here at the convention, she's also, they also have things they're trying to talk about, and we're gonna let her rip. We went live earlier today and she was jumping and bouncing around in it, so I thought, oh, we better see what she has to say. Kristin, please spell your last name for me.
Griffin, Griffin.
And please start out, maybe tell me just a little bit about yourself, where you came from, school, marriage, stuff like that.
Okay. I grew up right here in Kansas City, in a suburb east of here in Raytown, Missouri. I am the 8th of 8 children. Mom thought I was menopause, but here I am. Oh yes, I am the baby. I'm the proud sister of veterans, proud daughter of veterans, and I have active duty family members right now currently serving. And in fact, I have to say this, I have a nephew that graduated from the Naval Academy.
Names, please, shout out.
Tony Brohl. And I have a niece, his sister, who graduated from the Air Force Academy. So,
Name?
2 appointments, Jessica. She's Jessica Nagel now. She is married. So anyway, I have a degree in education. I am a school teacher by trade. I taught school for about 13 years. I stayed home a few of those years in between to raise my own family, returned to teaching, decided to make a career choice, a move, if you will. I was selling grammar to 13-year-olds. I decided I wanted to sell advertising. So I went to work for the Kansas City Star, our local newspaper, and I sold advertising for 7 years. Our poor Star was on hospice care, but I held its hand through that, and anyway, became one of the layoffs. As many of my colleagues, you know, every day somebody was walking out the door with a package, and one day my number came up. And it was actually one of the best days of my life. I hugged the HR lady because I felt bad for her because she was having to do that every day. And I just saw it as a new beginning. And I was adamant that I would go back to nonprofit work because I had been a school teacher. I tried like heck to get into different nonprofits, could not make headway, and COVID was starting to hit. So a friend of mine said, hey, why don't you go work at Costco? I was like, Costco? I love Costco, but do I want to work at Costco? Best 2.5 years of my life. Fantastic company, fantastic team, learned a lot. And one day, my boss, Michelle Orpin, the Director of Development at Veterans Community Project, walked through the doors at Costco. The rest is history. Gave her my speech because I'd been following VCP since its inception. And she actually had a position open finally at that time. The universe is good. I interviewed for it and another position at VCP and landed as their community engagement coordinator. So here I am.
All right, good. So tell us about Veterans Community Project. What is it? You gotta tell us all. Don't leave anything out.
Okay, well, I don't know how much time you guys have, but Veterans Community Project is a transitional housing village for homeless veterans, founded by 5 combat veterans right here in Kansas City. Veterans Community Project is the first of its kind on the entire planet. So that's very important to know because I'm very proud as a Kansas Citian that it started here. The guys that started it, all combat vets, were very frustrated at what they were seeing. Their brothers and sisters on the side of the street with signs. They were all working individually after serving our country to help veterans, but they just saw this gap and they couldn't take it anymore. So they kept running into each other at veteran events, and they cooked up this idea. They said, this is what our battle buddies need. Let's do it. So they mortgaged their own homes, they maxed out credit cards, and they bought their first piece of property at 89th and Troost here in Kansas City. Later, a wealthy donor heard what these guys had done and paid off the mortgage so they could keep, I know, it tears me up every time. They chose 89th and Troost because it is a bus line. Obviously, if you're unhoused or it's unstable, your life is unstable, you don't have transportation. So we're about removing barriers to getting people the help that they need. So every veteran in Kansas City rides the bus for free. and they can get to us via that bus line. They can come to our outreach center, which is one of the pillars of our organization, and that is where we service every veteran. Any veteran that comes in from any place in the country, even Ohio, can come. Yeah, they can come in and seek assistance, and we start a human-to-human conversation, and we start helping them. Many of them end up becoming candidates to live in the village, which is the other part of our organization. It's across the street. It consists of 49 tiny homes. 4 of those are built for families at 320 square feet. Per code, we can put 7 people in them, and we do. We MacGyver it, and we do what it takes to get that family off the street and into 4 beautiful walls and a home. The other homes then are for individuals. They're at 240 square feet, and it's all transitional. So once that person moves in, they have a case manager assigned to them. We have 10 veterans per case manager, and they start working on the program that will help them to figure out how in the world they ended up where they ended up, because it's never just one thing. It's a string of events, and we work on helping that person feel honored and whole and get that dignity back that they so deserve because they raise their right hand for us. And our success rate based on 2021 is 91%. So when they leave, they're ready to leave, and they're ready to re-enter, civilian crazy world that we have, and they don't come back unless they're visiting, because they really have the tools necessary to live the life they deserve to live. It's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's it in a
It's
nutshell.
awesome what you do, and that's good.
We love it.
Do you do any coordination with our national home and so forth? Is there any referrals there? Or is that
I know that we get lots of referrals. Our case managers could better address that. But,
okay.
But yes,
There's
the
some
VA.
cooperation,
We
yeah.
work with the VA. It's cheesy, but the word community is in our name for a reason, because we cannot do what we do without the community. We do not take government funding at this point because we serve both honorably and dishonorably discharged. We are unconcerned with the length of your service. If you raise your right hand, then we're going to help you. We are not anti Uncle Sam or anti-VA. We love the VA. They work with us. It's just that we want to be able to strategically and deftly help those people that need it right now. And some of those guys and gals, don't qualify for VA benefits. If they do and they don't realize it, we help them get that figured out. We navigate anything that they need to get them the help they need. So yes, we take referrals. We get word of mouth. There's all kinds of community partners that help us make us go, make us work.
Right. For your nonprofit, obviously, so you need sponsors. If somebody wants to sponsor you, please tell everybody how they can sponsor you, or how they can reach out to you if they need help.
Absolutely. You can go to vcp.org, or if you type in tiny houses in Google, we'll immediately pop up.
Tiny houses?
Yeah, tiny houses for homeless veterans.
So if I Google
know.
tiny houses right now, it's going to show up.
Yeah.
All right.
It will.
Okay.
But our official website is vcp.org. Please reach out. There are ways to donate and support us. We survive on volunteerism. Everything that is done by our volunteers. I am the coordinator for all of the volunteers. As a community engagement coordinator, I work with them, and I also work on developing and fundraising. So
Excellent.
reach out, kgriffin@vcp.org, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have and direct you. We are replicating in other cities. I want to tell that really quickly.
That's good.
So we have a blueprint here in Kansas
Copycats.
City.
You want copycats.
Well, yes. So unfortunately, we're needed everywhere, right? But Kansas City's got a blueprint, trial and error. Those guys figured out what to do, what works and doesn't work. So we're building in St. Louis, Missouri, Longmont, Colorado, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we should be announcing at least 1 or 2 more cities by the end of the year.
I hope you're in every city soon.
Yeah, we
Seriously.
do too. I love what I do, if you can't tell.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for speaking with us. And
Thank you.
Please
I
hold
hope
it.
that helps.
Please hold it down over there. All right, you guys make a lot of noise. Thank you. Have a great convention.